We all have some unpopular opinions, right? Not everybody has the same opinions on things which are popular. Like some people say pineapples belong on pizza, which I think is mildly wrong. In this video, we're going to explore the unpopular opinion subreddit, and also at the very start of this video, I tweeted out, tweet me your unpopular opinions for it to be included in a video. So we'll go between Reddit and your unpopular opinions, and we'll see what we get out of this. If you enjoy this sort of video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below as well. All the support is much appreciated. If you don't subscribe, then I'll put pineapple on your pizza. Half of you will like that, half of you won't. Right, let's get into it. Starting off with a very strong unpopular opinion, which I kind of really agree with here. Telling people to arrive early for an appointment negates the whole purpose of having appointment times. I mean, that's very true in some ways. I can totally see why they want people to arrive early, but at the same time, you're given a set time. You arrive just on time for that slot, and even then, if you arrive 5 minutes early, sometimes that's not early enough. It says here, for example, we had an appointment this morning at 9:30. We arrived at 9:22 and the receptionist told us we're late and may not be seen. Not understanding how we are late, she expects that all patients arrive 15 minutes prior to the appointment, even if they completed the check-in online. That just doesn't make sense. I guess that confusion can also come in line with airports and stuff, because for airplanes, yes, I guess sure you depart at 9:30, but normally most airports need to arrive at minimum 45 minutes before your flight, so you need to actually be there at 8:45. And if you're not there at 8:45, then your 9:30 flight will take off without you. Okay, now over to the tweet. Alice tweeted, Eurovision music is equal, if not better, than mainstream music. Do you know what? I could agree with that one. There's this really old Eurovision song that I really like called Euphoria, and I really, really like that one. So you can definitely get some bangers out of Eurovision, but a lot of it is a shit on the UK contest. I watch it for the memes. Quite a lot of people know that on Twitter I like tweeting and shit talking about Eurovision each year, but it's all for the fun of it. Next one from Reddit. I think that life would be a whole lot better if we didn't invent smartphones and the internet. The other day I was thinking about that, and I wouldn't say it would be better though. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below, because if the internet didn't exist, then I literally wouldn't be doing this right now, and you wouldn't be watching this right now. I think there's something about the internet and smartphones that is addicting, and I think if we solved that part of the puzzle, then I think it would be a whole lot better. And for me, it's literally my job to work on the internet. Yes, there would be probably an improvement, but I'm not sure about a lot better. Helena said, I don't like you. Oops, haha, sorry, I just read it said unpopular. Excuse me, you little sh**. Koala says, bathrooms are not social enough. Wait, what? You want to have conversations in the bathrooms? Well, you could just be chilling at a urinal and then the guy next to you starts speaking to you? Hey, how are you doing? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. How are you? How's your piss going? Not too bad, thanks. Nice cock. New one from Reddit. Desserts with excessive amounts of sugar and toppings are disgusting. I am totally with this. Oh my god. There's so many things going around TikTok and stuff where it's food porn and people are like, wow, look at all of this cake and all of this chocolate and all of the extra caramel and toppings, and you don't see the cake by the end of it. The example on this says some guy was making ice cream rolls out of Twixes and added syrup, and later added even more syrup, then he added cookies and more Twixes to top it, and then put even more syrup on it and added sprinkles. Yeah, I think that's way too much. I'm totally with him. I mean, yeah, sure, I would probably give it a go anyway, but I reckon my teeth would be aching. Is it just me that when you eat too much sugar or when you drink too many sugar drinks, your teeth start aching? Or it might just be me. I might be broken. But again, let me know in the comments below. I totally agree with that. That's probably okay because it's all around the outside and it's all on top, but then it's all relatively normal. I think that's probably the maximum where my sweet tooth goes. But then you see a dessert like that and I'm just like, oh my god, where do you even begin? Delta says raisins should be put in more food. No, that's grim. I mean, fair enough to those of you that like raisins. Sure, you probably totally agree with that, but I despise raisins, and they should be taken out of more foods, not put in them. This person on Reddit says, I'd rather park a few spaces further away from the store than spend my time going round and round the parking lot trying to get as close as possible. Oh, 100% I am with this person. It seems to be such a waste of time and gas going round and round in circles so you can park 3 or 5 spaces closer. We're allowed to have shopping carts, so we don't really have to do that much heavy lifting, and difference in distance you have to walk is not even that much. The monster you create, you're not a monster at all, you're king or queen. If anything, I prefer parking further away because that means you're guaranteed to easily get a parking space. Yeah, sure, it's nicer and it's actually quite rewarding when you get quite close to the shop. Do you know what? I'm so with them that I've got a free award to give away. So I am going to give them the Helpful Award. Yeah, definitely. Here you go. Enjoy, stranger. Over to Twitter, Chori says, we need to have cat trees, but for people. What, so we can scratch on them? Or so we can climb on them? Or don't cat trees, don't we just go... Isn't that the main purpose of them? Do you need to scratch your nails? Or, oh, hold on. Are you saying like cat trees but for people, like the human equivalent of nail files but like that? So instead of having to file your nails or whatever you do, is that how you file your nails? Maybe, I don't know, I've never done it. Maybe that's where they're getting at. Reddit legitimate ad posts, it should be socially acceptable to eat someone else's unwanted food at a restaurant during these times? I don't know about that one. I can see two sides of this. And yeah, sure, one of them is actually with them, but okay, so I guess my concern is hygiene. Like, what if that person, let's just say they actually did have coronavirus and they sneezed on it and you didn't realize they sneezed on it and then you ate it? The hygiene would be a massive concern for me. But on the other hand, they make a very, very good point. I'm always starving and it hurts my soul when I have to throw away perfectly good food that people can't finish after they leave. Like, yeah, sure, I mean, it would totally solve the whole food waste problem. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I could see that working, but I just don't know if I personally would do it. That's a very, very good unpopular opinion. Megan's tweeted, chocolate goes in the fridge. Are you saying there's people who don't put chocolate in the fridge? But what if it melts? Like, it's the perfect place. It keeps it cool, it keeps it solid, it prevents it from melting. Whereas on a hot summer's day, like it has been recently in the UK, if you leave that out, chocolate goes bye-bye. And I don't like it when chocolate goes bye-bye at any other place other than my stomach. Let's watch VHS. I couldn't say their name. Let's watch VHS on Reddit says, thrift shops. Wow, why am I struggling? Thrift store shopping shouldn't be seen as dirty and poor. Preach. They say, why should I go and spend top dollar on an item when the thrift... Wow, I really can't say that. When the thrift store down the Someone help. When the thrift store down the street has the same item for like $3.99. I don't know why people frown upon those that go shopping at stores like Goodwill. Now, we don't have a Goodwill in the UK, but we do have thrift stores, and I totally agree. You are the customer, you are shopping for things which look good on you. If you shop for brands, yeah, sure, fine. But if people like me, I don't care about brands, I just want something that looks alright. Fraser has tweeted, I prefer Miles Morales to Peter Parker. Now, I've never really looked at the comics or anything, so I can't really comment on this. But I know there's going to be some diehard fans here which are like, yeah, totally, I totally agree with this. This person's posted, biting ice cream is much better than licking it. No! No! Oh my god, my sensitive teeth are screaming already! Comfortable Slice says, tipping a huge amount doesn't make you kind and tipping less doesn't make you a jerk. In the US, tipping is so essential for some reason, and I hate it. Everywhere you go, you're required to tip pretty much, and it seems to be you have to do it at certain levels, otherwise your tip isn't appreciated. It's horrible that people aren't paid enough that they have to rely on tips anyway. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. They should be paid more. And it also feels kind of weird to like put that responsibility of paying staff via tip. If you're employing somebody, you should be paying them well. You shouldn't be kind of like shifting the responsibility and shifting the expectation for the employer to pay them well to the customer to tip people well, and if you don't tip them well, then they don't live well. And that seems to be what happens over in the US. Now, here in the UK, tipping is completely optional. If you tip a huge amount, sure, I guess you could be seen as generous. I guess you could be seen as kind. And if you're doing above the normal amount that's expected in the US, then yeah, sure, I guess you could be seen as that. But I totally agree with the fact that if you're tipping less, it doesn't make you a jerk. Let's have a look at more of what's going on Twitter. Jake says, cheese is trash. Oh, and pasta. Get out, Jake. I love me some cheese, I love me some pasta, I love cheesy pasta. Oliver says toilet cubicles should be made of glass. No! Tomato Sharon says people are people too. I think you'll find that's a popular opinion. Tim says the Teletubbies was actually a great show. There's people who don't like the Teletubbies? That's so sad. Meepy says Discord's new logo is good. Actually, I really like this unpopular opinion because I agree. Sure, it kind of like removed the exaggeration from the smiley part and the antennas. I can totally see why people didn't like it, but I think it's a nice, clean upgrade. Same with the replacement of the colour as well. The change of the colour from like the grey old blurple colour to the new kind of like more saturated colour, I liked it. But one thing I really didn't like was the new font. Like, that new font absolutely sucks. I know that's definitely an unpopular opinion because Twitter went berserk when they changed it. They're like, oh my god, I hate it. Bring back old blurple. Bring back the old Discord logo. The main thing is, I've got my Wumpus. And Wumpus is happy. And Wumpus will forever bear the old Discord logo on his tag, regardless of if it changes or not. I was wondering when this one would come along. George says pineapple belongs on pizza. And the replies are furious. Finally, Brian says, unpopular opinion, math is fun if you understand what you're doing. I can totally agree there. Regardless of wherever you go in life, math will always be with you. So if you understand what you're doing and you understand how to figure out the end result, it's actually quite fun to do it. Anyway, that's all for this week's video. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you'll enjoy. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe down below as well. All of your support is much appreciated. If you like this style of video, you want to see more unpopular opinions, or you want to see something else similar, let me know by leaving your suggestions in the comments down below as well. Or tweet them to me at FraserIRL. I really enjoyed making this video and I hope you enjoyed it too. With that being said, thanks for watching and I'll see you on the next one.